So you're a human being who's wandered into our forest. I get that. I get that. That's understandable. The only problem is you walked into the wrong forest. You see, ever since the great prince, our king, basically, took throne, he's been demanding that any human being walking through our forest be captured and sacrificed to him as a way to appease the hunters from keeping away from us. Not to appease them, rather, but to scare them off. The great prince has some trauma in him that he doesn't like discussing, but what we do know is that he likes screaming, "Mother!" Like, randomly, and so he's kind of messed up, hence why I'm trying to help the human beings walking through our forest. I don't want them to be sacrificed in such a brutal way that he demands they be sacrificed. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to be doing your makeup to disguise you into being a deer. That way you can walk among us until you find your way out, unfazed and uncaptured. Okay? Excellent. Okay. Now, give me one moment. I need to get my equipment ready. Yeah, this should do. And then, this should do. And then this should do. And then, yeah, this should do. And then this should do. Yes, I have all of my equipment now, so I'm gonna be doing your makeup now, so. Let's see. What are we gonna need to make you look like a deer? Well, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. First, we're gonna start off with making your cheeks brown, because that's what deers have. They have brown cheeks, even though it's their fur, or our fur. But, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this brown on your cheeks. So, swallow your cheeks in, just like, yeah, good. Now I'm just gonna be brushing in this brown deeply into your skin. That way it looks like you have fur, and you're like one of us. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the great prince is a bit of a nut job. We've been living underneath his rule for the past 60 years, I guess. I don't know. I've lost track. He just won't die. And hunters have shot him too, but it's just, he's not going down for nothing. And he attacks them. Here, let me just put more blush on this. The great prince attacks the hunters. He eats them as if he were a lion. Do you not know how messed up? Like, the first time we saw that, we were mind blown. We were like, I didn't know deer could eat people. But they can. He evolved. He adapted. Darwin. He conquered Darwinian evolution in a matter of, like, I don't know, however long it took him to be traumatized. Like, it was insane. Here we go. Okay, we got more blush on you. Let's put it on this cheek now. We have to be quick in case there's any deer that start coming near us. If I'm found to be helping a human being, I end up getting cannibalized. That's not a good way to go out, man. It's not a good way. I mean, we might have evolved into carnivores from being herbivores, but we still have the teeth of herbivores, so that's a slow death, being eaten by deers. Okay, there we go. So your cheeks are nice and brown. What I'm going to be doing now is filling in the middle part of your eyelids with some brown, reddish sort of color. Like copper, kind of. So. Alright, so, if you wouldn't mind closing your eyes, please. Close your eyes. Thank you. I'm just going to be filling in your eyelids with this copper color. And And if we end up being caught, you know, with me helping you and you being a human being, I would suggest you close your eyes for whatever's gonna happen to you, because that's the only thing that could keep you sane for your last moments here on Earth. Here, let me get more for your other eye. Here, let me just brush off some of the dust. That's a little too much. They might tell that it's makeup. Here, okay. Yeah, that seems like it's done a little more natural. Okay. And then let me just get more for your other eye. Now close your eyes again, please. Thank you. And then I'm going to be getting this eye now. So, the middle part of your eye, to give you some depth like a deer has, and to give more emphasis to your eyes so that they look more doe-like and innocent. That's how they lure you in. You walk over to the deer thinking that they're cute, and then when you get close enough, once you notice that they're not running away, you get excited because you're like, ooh, this deer isn't running away. Let me get closer. And once you're close enough, it's game over. It's just game over, man. You do not know what I've seen. You don't know what everyone's seen. It's terrible. And we're forced to see it too. If you're no longer a fawn, you're forced to see the public execution of a human being. Do you not know how messed up that is? It leaves you with trauma. I can't go to sleep some nights. I mean, it's terrible. And hopefully we're the only forest that has carnivorous deers. Because if any other forest has carnivorous deers, I weep for the fate of humanity. That would be terrible. Okay. Now, for the next part, I'm going to be putting some brown powder on the tip of your nose, going down this part of your thing, the bridge between your nose and mouth. So let me get more powder. Okay. So, to lift up your nose a little bit. Thanks. I'm going to be working on your nose now, making it all round. And then lining it down the bridge between your nose and your mouth. The birds are their spies. The birds fly above. You can't trust any living creature in this forest anymore. There's spies, there's rebels like I am. This forest is a forest divided. A forest divided cannot stand, hence deforestation. I can't wait till they deforest this forest. It needs to go. We're everything that's wrong with the world. Now, I'm gonna be putting on some lip color onto the top of your lip to give you that definition. So if you wouldn't mind, just like part your lips and then point your nose upwards so I can get a better look at your top lip. Thank you. Wipe off the excess so that way they know it's not lip gloss. And then I'm just going to be putting it on your lip. So if you get captured, what I think would be the best option for you to do is to, and it could also be the worst option for you as well, is to bring up the great prince's mother. That would be a great thing for you to use your advantage if you can use it well. If not, he'll probably go even more brutal upon your sacrifice. But if you can use it in a way that makes him weak, then that would be a great idea for you to exercise in that case. Keep yourself safe. And then I'm gonna put this back into its container. Now what I'm going to do is put on some eyeliner for your eyes, so that way they give it more of a definition like the eyelashes that a deer has. So, close your eyes again so that way I get a better view. Thank you. And then I'm going to be going in and filling your eyes with this eyeliner. I myself have never partaken of the human sacrifice. I'm a vegetarian carnivorous deer. It's not in my appetite to do so. I just pretend and then throw it away. And sure, you could say there's starving deer in Africa, but then you think, well, are they willing to eat a human sacrifice for the great prince who has a trauma, clearly, with his mother, who was most likely shot by a hunter? Like, it just seems ethically wrong to me. And then for this other eye, so. There we go. I hate birds. They're such two-faces. The good thing is that they don't live for long. Okay. And now for the final step, what I'm going to be doing is giving you some white freckles like this. Kind of like, you know, your version of what a ginger is with freckles, but we have white freckles instead of brown freckles. But it's like the saying goes, freckles kind of take away your soul. The more freckles a deer has, the more soulless they are. These are fake though, so you have nothing to worry about. I just need to put them on so that way the other deer know that I'm one of them and not, you know. But still, you need the freckles to be part of this carnivorous, cannibalistic tribe of deer. Let me just fill this up with some white. And I'm just going to stipple it onto you, so just 12. A baker's dozen should be enough, so stipple, 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 stipple. Okay. And then on this side also. Stipple, stipple. I think I should make them more pronounced, though. I should definitely make them more pronounced. That way they know for a fact that you're a stone cold killer. I'm gonna overlap those white freckles even more harshly, so that way they stand out more. If that's proper English. The reason I can speak English so well is because I'm a bilingual deer, but English is my second language, so I struggle with it sometimes. Stipple, 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 stipple. And then stipple, 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 stipple. Okay. They're wide enough now. Your makeup is all set. What you need to do now is make sure that you have the hair necessary in order to present yourself like a deer. And unfortunately I can't handle that, though I have human hands now, because all deer have human hands now. It's the way we're expected to dress. They're really vestigial. They can't really do all that much. So another forest creature that's on the rebel side, the rebel side being those that are against the great prince, will be doing your hair and brushing you off and making sure you're all, you know, furry and whatnot, so that way you can look like an actual deer. But that forest creature will be follow like 3 trees down, turn to the right, keep going down like 7 trees. There'll be a little cave there. It's gonna be a small one, it's not gonna be all that big. Go into that cave, and that's where the other bunny lives. What the bunny will do is it'll take you to a part of the forest that has absolutely no connection or ties. It's a mystery to the rest of the forest creatures living here. No one really knows it's a bunny, will take you to that location and start doing your hair. And then after that, you'll have another step, but the bunny will advise you further on that aspect. Okay? Okay, great. Right now, you're pretty much set and looking like a deer, so you have nothing to worry about, but just make sure you make it to the bunny before anyone else figures out that you're not a deer. So, go fast.